we're just gonna jump right into it and say the DURAMAX does appear to be fixed, and I keep getting...
Head northeast, then turn left. Turn right.
Yes, you hear me going somewhere to buy wheels and tires. And
head north.
You know what? It just is what it is. So we're gonna go get wheels and tires for the Denali, and then I'll roll the footage from what happened and why it kept going into limp mode, and why the transmission flare stepped a bunch of times. And you'll see it here by the end of the video. Without further ado, let me show you my flat tire, and then we'll go get new wheels and tires, get them tossed on, then roll the cool footage. Alrighty, guys and girls. Well, so far the DURAMAX has not been treating me well, but again, this thing did sit for 4 years, and I guess it just is what it is. So I'm actually on a flat tire right now. I'm going to buy tires, and the guy, when I messaged him, he knew who I was, and he's gonna give me a good deal on them. I didn't tell him my situation. I didn't tell him who I was. They messaged me back and said that they knew who I was, so they're gonna give me a little bit of a deal on them, and I do really appreciate that. So we're gonna go get wheels and tires for the DURAMAX. The tires are a little bit big for what I originally planned, but I'm sort of in a little bit of a pinch, and I need to get something, so I'm just gonna get these, and everything will work out in the end. So we're gonna go get the wheels and tires. I'll show you the new setup on the DURAMAX, and then I will roll the transmission issues that I had. And lo and behold, it was an easy repair. It was not a cheap repair, but it was an easy repair, and I repaired it within, I'd say, about 3.5 hours total, start to finish, and that's where diagnostics comes in hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll the new wheels and tire setup, and then I'll roll the footage from the transmission issue that we had, and then the truck should be good, I promise you, because we did everything to this thing, and you'll see here right now. All right, guys and girls. Well, if you did not see my last video, we went ahead and picked up this 2003 LB7 DURAMAX. It is a 6.6 Allison 1000 trans, and it actually drove pretty well for the first day and a half, and then day two, when I took it on the long drive, it actually, after an hour and a half of driving, like the trans kind of like stutter stepped. So I went ahead and got on Extreme Diesel and ordered parts. I don't really want to show you the box, but they are true, genuine Allison parts. I got a transmission harness, and I got a solenoid that is known to go bad on this thing. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into that. I'm gonna show you what I found and why I think that's what the issue is, versus why I don't think I need a transmission. But it is what it is. It might need a trans. I'm going to go ahead and try to eliminate what I think I found first, and I'll show you that in a second. But what I also went ahead and did is ordered all new filters. There's our fuel filter, oil filter, tranny filter. I went ahead and ordered absolutely everything that we need. We got a Lucas hard shift. I got engine stabilizer because it does have low oil pressure, which a bunch of you guys noticed. Valve stem, that's actually to finish the one tire that I have right there. I ran out of valve stem, so I couldn't finish my car trailer. Yeah, so I needed one more can of paint too, so I can do the rear of the trailer. And obviously we've got tranny fluid. So Dex 5, full synthetic, and some gasket maker. So without further ado, I'm gonna get this thing up, and I'll show you guys what I seen. Now, I did go ahead and clean a bunch of oil off of the one sensor here, so it won't show it here, but if you've seen the last video, you've seen the picture in it. Maybe I'll put it in actually right now, the picture of the plugs that I found. All right, so coming in here, you can see the valve body and everything looks pretty good. This is a deep pan, so I don't have a filter, but this filter has definitely been replaced. This transmission harness is where I think I'm having my issue. You got to keep in mind, this harness is always submerged, always in water, and or not water, but transmission fluid. So I believe it actually is shorting out between the pin, but I went ahead and got a sensor also. This solenoid here, or this sensor, was absolutely covered in tranny fluid. So as you can tell, I cleaned it up very, very nicely. And we're going to go ahead and just put that sensor in there. Plus, the whole back half of this transmission, somebody was definitely in here trying to pin things out. I'm gonna get a new neutral safety switch. That clip is broke. I don't think that is my issue, but I do want to go ahead and just do everything. Also, again, as you see, I got an oil filter that we're gonna toss on it, and we're just gonna make this thing as work ready as possible, because when I get out on them storms, I don't want to have any issues. I just want to get out there, work, sleep a little bit, get back up for work, and then get home to the family. So without further ado, I'm going to keep plugging and chugging here, get this thing all cleaned up and back together, and we'll take it for a burnout. I mean, a spin. We'll do a burnout too. All right, well, I've got the new sensor out of the box. Obviously, it's all the sensors that are right there. And then I have the new Allison Trim B solenoid here. And let's go ahead and get them tossed in. So solenoid B is going to be the second one in. So it's going to be this guy right there. And I'm sort of excited because I actually want this thing to work, and I want to like this truck, if I have to be honest. So let's pray for the best. All right, I got the last tire mounted. I was actually a little frustrated. So I had to take a break because I could not get the B shift solenoid to go back into place, but I got it all back into place now. The new harness is intact. There was like a plunger in there, and I just could not get it lined up. I couldn't get the solenoid to slide in, and I fought with it, and then I decided, hey, so the best thing sometimes is to take a step away and do something different. So I got that tire mounted, and now the trailer is done. So I cleaned out the pan here, came back, and it actually went right in. So it is what it is. I'm not really gonna stress it. It sucks that I wasted an hour trying to fight it, and then it finally went. But I got the solenoids in, harness is on. Let's get this thing back together. All right, got a new filter. Obviously, there's the old one. I went ahead and filled it. We'll get it up here in place. And again, I did actually fill the tranny pan. I'm not sure if I said that yet, but I did fill the tranny pan with about 3/4 of a gallon, enough that I didn't make a mess or I didn't spill it going back in and being able to hold it with one hand. So filter's in, new fluid, everything's in there. Let's get this thing down and add some fluid and fire it up and take it for a spin. Yeah, my phone is absolutely covered in oil right now, but we are doing an oil change too, as you can tell, new filters, because it's gonna be a work truck. For sure going to be a work truck, and I just wanna do all the maintenance now. So I do have a fuel filter over there that we're gonna toss in as well, and all the additives, and make her a runner. That's the plan with this old girl. She's gonna get used and probably abused, and we're definitely alrighty, so it's been running for a little bit now. I went in, and by now, I don't know if I showed it before, but it was super hazy smoke coming out of here. So I put a new mass airflow sensor in it as well. A bunch of things that I did that I didn't really show you guys. Also, I ran it through the gears. Everything seems good. There's no codes, no nothing. I'm gonna drive it home tonight, and we should be good. So your next clip, if everything's good, will be a massive DURAMAX burnout. So huge thank you to him. Yes, so as you can tell, we did get, yes, it does haze. That'll be addressed in a whole nother video. If you want to figure out why these things haze, I'll make a whole separate video. But we've got the new wheels and tires. Huge shout out to the guy who allowed me to change them basically at his place when we bought them, because my other one was absolutely flat. I think I put a picture in. If I didn't, I'll put it in now. Alrighty, well, it's about 3 a.m. actually. Definitely gonna have to set the clock. We've been driving for, I'd say, a solid, I'm not sure if the mileage is on there from the beginning, but cruise control seems to work. Everything seems to work in this truck, except for the air conditioning, which we're definitely gonna have to fix. But I'm pleased with it. I think we're fixed, and I got the trailer on the back. That's why it seems so bouncy right now. Not sure if you'll be able to tell that it's back there. No, but the trailer's on the back. We are delivering something, and you'll have to stay tuned for that video very soon. But I say it's good. I think the Duramax is back, and I'll pick it back up tomorrow. All right, guys and girls. Well, we are like almost, what, 340 miles in to the Duramax. No more engine light. Everything does appear to be good and working well. I obviously just did a fuel additive to the fuel. Oil pressure is low, but it's higher than it was. So I'm pleased. I cannot complain, and we've been towing with it. Obviously, as of right now, I lost some footage, so I'm editing. And I pulled into a random parking lot so that I could actually like compile this footage. So let's go outside. All right, jumping out of the truck here. So again, I did say that the tires are a little too big, and they are a little big for its current configuration, but man, does it look absolutely killer. And this is really the only rust on the entire truck. Once we get the rockers done, this will basically be like a rust-free truck. I don't think I showed you guys, but the cab corners are actually good. It's just the rocker, and then the bed rails themselves are actually really clean for what it is. For being a Pennsylvania truck, everything is in really good shape. Even the arches going up are actually really clean. Under here, they usually rust out pretty good, and as you can tell, this is not rusted out at all. So I think I got myself one heck of a deal on this truck. Right now we're powder coating something, and that's why I came over here, and that's also why I was editing, because I'm actually waiting for something to cure, which you'll see 2 videos from now or 3 videos from now. Something with the Denali, you'll see. But again, on this side, like, there's not much rust going back through. It is just basically that rocker and this rocker. Again, this side is actually fairly clean for what it is. Yes, there is a little bit there, but it's not much. For being a Pennsylvania truck, this truck is super clean. If you're from Pennsylvania or in the areas up north, you'll know exactly that this truck is actually pretty clean. But there you guys have it. There is the new setup. There is the Denali, or yeah, the Denali. I'm so used to saying the Denali. So there it is, guys and girls. I'm not even gonna edit that out because I just don't feel like it. I'm exhausted, I'm tired, and it's a Sunday. So there's the new wheels and tires for the Duramax. We are gonna go ahead and I think just do like a 2-inch lift on it. If you guys did notice in the last video, this thing was actually lowered. There's lowering blocks or lowering shackles on the back of this thing, and obviously the keys are down all the way. So I'm gonna do like a 2-inch lift to it. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy, just something that'll support the wheel and tire combo here. And again, this thing will be my workhorse. So there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoy the content. As always, I like it so far, I gotta admit. I like the Duramax so far, so we are now a Duramax channel. And who knows, maybe we'll get a new high country. All right, guys and girls, instead of a Power Stroke, instead of a new Lariat or Platinum, maybe we get a new Duramax high country. Probably not. We'll probably go back to actual Power Stroke. But there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoy the content. Please comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you stayed this long in the video, say powder coating and pick a color. And then if somebody guesses the color correctly, I'll pin it down in the comment section down below. But we're doing something different with the Denali. Comment, like, subscribe. See you in the next one.